Double honors to the elders and apostles of great wisdom, and shalom also to the wandered Israelites, which included Judah children, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Lydians, who are still oppressed together according to the book of Jeremiah 50 and 33, but to whom Soleil pertained the adoption, the giving of the law, the promises, the glory, and the covenants, according to the book of Jeremiah 50:33, but to whom Soleil pertained the adoption, the giving of the law, the promises, the glory, and the covenants, according to the book of Romans chapter 9. Okay, if some don't know. And today we want to go into some scriptures that I basically not prepared, but we will see. And this is Matthew 10 and 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Okay, so this means if you are in the truth, okay, you will have basically not just foes in the world, which are not your family. Okay, you have also your family being your enemy in a way where you clearly have examples for that. Okay. Of course, they will get their judgment also. Okay, it's not like, okay, your family can do what they want and your foes can, this is basically more about the family, this video, but it's not like they can do what they want. Okay, they will get their judgment still. Okay. And we will go into the word foe. Okay, and the Blue Letter Bible. Okay, Matthew 19, then we have to search for 26, as it seems. MAT, I had to type that in. I typed in the German. Salakia. Oh, this iPhone, man. It's good, but not to do videos yet. I have to do some settings. But really, the settings are not so easy to figure out. And now we should have it. And this is Tools, Matthew 19:26. In the Greek, of course. And I will not, there. And I will not click on speak it loud, but because sometimes they say it the wrong way here on this specific website. So what I do is I will myself go into the word, the G2190, and it talks about ethos, okay. And it means, or it goes into primary etho, to hate, hateful, odious, or actively hostile. Especially Satan, enemy, foe. Okay, so your family members maybe worship Satan, not directly, but to their actions and hopings and believings. Okay. So that doesn't mean they're not just not just that they're not in the truth. It can also mean that they actually don't have faith at all. Okay. Or that they actually you can't really say that they worship Satan directly, but it depends more what a person does than what a person says. So even if you see your family going to church or whatever, okay, their actions have a more, their actions talk more. Okay, to go to a church on a Sunday is action. Okay, but worshiping Satan. Okay, because Satan is that Sunday worship thing. Okay, if you don't know, there's enough proof out there to. Or it's basically already known, okay, the Catholic Church is, for example, also into Satanism, okay. So what they do is they go into the Catholic Church, okay. They can say, oh, I'm that believing group and this and that, but really it's all the Catholic Church, okay, because they broke the Sunday worship thing, okay. Now I go on to the word hostile. So it's really no new thing, okay, what we have here. But the word hostile means of, relating to, or characteristic of an enemy, feeling or showing enmity or ill will, being in opposition, opposed. Okay, and we will go into the next word here, what we have. Odious is the word that I want to go into. Arousing or deserving hatred or strong dislike. Synonym hateful, extremely unpleasant. Repulsive, synonym offensive. Okay. They can be offensive also, but it's more that they want to proclaim that they are the righteous and things like that. Okay, how Satan really does things, but Satan is basically working for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, so they can't be righteous and at the same time unrighteous, full with unrighteousness. Okay, so they can't be evil and good at the same time. Okay, they can't they can't really make it seem that they are some kind of righteous, okay, but still having that behavior, which means there is where the hate really starts, okay, because wait, I have a verse to basically go more into that, I believe. Let me find it. Yeah, your works are good. Works are good. Works are good. Hate. It's that Cain and Abel thing, right? Okay, let me start with that. Because really they hate Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Not you, of course, but this is John 7 and 7. The world cannot hate you, but me it hated, because I testify of it, that the works thereof are evil. Can. Okay. You see, because it's also a proof your family is a proof that you are in the truth, actually, in some way. Philippians 1 and 6, being confident of this very thing, that he which had begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Yahushua. Okay, but this is not what I'm looking for. But it's also very good. There's another one. They hate him that preached at the gate. Amos 5 and 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. For as much therefore as your treading is upon the poor, and ye take from him burdens of wheat, ye have built houses of hewn stone, but ye shall not dwell in them. Ye have planted pleasant vineyards, but ye shall not drink wine of them. For I know your manifold transgressions, and your mighty sins. They afflict the just, they take a bribe, and they turn aside the pure and the gate from the right. You see? So this is really a good verse. Proverbs 8:36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul, and all they that hate me love death. Okay, so really they doing their self not a favor. Okay. Hating the ones in their family that are with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay. You see, because verse 35 talks about whoso findeth me findeth life and shall obtain favor of the Lord. You see, so it's not like there's a benefit in hating the hopeful elect, or what is it? Being an enemy to those who want actually to be righteous, or who try at least to. Verse 34, blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors. Why do I say try? I can't, because it's not of him that won it. It's not of him that skipped it. Okay, it's not of him. It's not of him that won it. So really, we really try to be perfect. Okay, but we know that this body is not so much perfect. So that's why we say Romans 9 and 16. So then it is not of him that will it, nor of him that won it, but of God that showed mercy. Can and you believe really that Yahweh Hashem will show mercy to people that make their own family enemies just because of the truth, which is actually the truth, you know. Just leave it like that, okay? 2/3 of Israel are not Israel, and all Israel is not Israel. You see, all Israel is not Israel. Let's get it. All Israel is not Israel. So all Israel, what is mentioned here, has of course a family. Okay. Romans 9 and 6, not as dog the word of God had taken on effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. For example, if somebody would use a verse to explain the behavior of the family that I have, I can do nothing against it, because it's not about me, okay? It's, you know, I believe that I study the truth, and that I am in the true doctrine, and that I am, you know, that my mission is the truth. But let's say somebody who is in the truth uses a verse against my family, at least they can hope that they get some kind of mercy to the one in their family that has the truth or whatever. But I can't, you know, say something against it, because, for example, everyone that is mentioned here, okay, for this, which are of Israel, not all of Israel, okay, they have all families, okay, all human body that is on this earth has a family, okay. So Yahweh doesn't look on persons, okay. He has no respect of person, basically, if you say it like that, okay. He knows that we're human, and he created human beings, okay. So if somebody, or if I say something, or let me say it like that, okay. I have my sword and the camp, or we do camp, okay. The brothers from GMS Germany and we do camp, okay. And there comes an Israelite up, okay. We don't know who this guy is, but for example, he is of a family from somebody from a different camp, maybe, okay. And he is completely according to this world and things like that. And he even says it to our face, for example, oh, I hate the truth, I hate Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and there is no God and whatever. Okay, we actually would say, okay, this is not an Israelite, this is a heathen. And maybe that brother or that son of this guy, or that father of this guy, or that mother or sister or whatever, that is actually in the truth, can't do nothing against it, because, you know, because even when it's the family, it's not the real family, okay. And even when it is maybe a relative to you, okay, this person is still this person, okay. If you can follow me if it makes sense, you know, because everybody has a family here, okay. So Yahweh has to draw a line somewhere, okay. And the lines means that like Yahweh Shai said it, bring a sword, not peace, you see. So Yahweh Shai even said it, okay. Here in Matthew 10 and 34, I think not that I am come to send peace on earth, I came not to send peace but a sword. For I am come to set a man and variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household. You see? So it makes sense sometimes to use in the beginning even verses that are not so much on point, okay, because now we come to the real point, you see. And a man's fall shall be they of his own household. We was reading that. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. You see? So Yahushua already said it, and it is exactly that way. Okay? Because all these Israelites, which are mentioned in this verse Romans 9 and 6, have family. Okay, and some of their family are in the truth. And these are the same ones which in the end will be called the elect Hebrew Israelites, chosen even before the earth really was here. Okay, elected. That's where the word goes into. Okay, and with that, all praises to Yahweh Hashem, 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 Wakakodash Barak Tam. Okay. You see, because these Israelites will of course also claim to the truth, but it's not earlier than they really see, okay, where it brings you. Okay, until they see the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, nobody wants to be like those guys, or wants to have that same mindset than these guys. Okay, basically caring for your future. Okay. They just live in today, okay. So with that, all praises to Yahweh Hashem, 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 Kadosh Baruch Hu. Okay. So just imagine if everyone would be so, like the 2/3 of Israel, then Israel would be completely destroyed until the end of the earth. But that makes no sense also, because obviously, okay, there is a next world coming, and or let me say it like that, to this nuclear world war and whatever, you know, it would all be ending, and nobody would live at all. Okay, just Yahweh and the Son, okay, and nobody else. But that's not good. Okay. So with that, all praises to Yahweh Hashem, Hashem, Kadosh Baruch Hu.